Maybe it takes a little minute. Okay, let's just wait to see if
I hope so.
anyone appears and join us. Oh, we have
somebody.
We
Is
have
that
a
you?
Visitor.
Oh no.
I just fished you in. There's two, reeling you in.
Yep.
Welcome to the live stream. Oh, so it did show up.
Let's go in.
I don't see it on mine. I'll just watch it on yours.
It's cool. They should pop up.
Hey, good morning, Emily.
Hey, Emily.
Thank you for joining us. Hi everybody. Whoa, it jumped to 10.
It's pretty good, huh?
Those numbers shocked me.
What's up, Visual Event?
Hello everybody, it is good to see you. Hi.
Angelita?
Can we check it on here? Because
Yeah.
mine doesn't work. Hello everybody, and welcome to the live stream on the Skycedi YouTube channel. It has been
5 years.
it's a whole new year. But you guys are the real deal.
So where is everyone watching from?
Yeah,
We're gonna wait a good couple of minutes for people to get the notification to come in. But yeah, let us know where you watch from. I think Emily, are you still in Jeju? I know you were living in Jeju for a while.
We're just working the crowd. Yes, tell us where you guys are watching us from. And if you haven't yet, hit a
YouTube?
little like on YouTube. Okay, Jason.
Ron from Atlanta.
Maryland. We didn't go through Maryland. We were in Virginia, right? West Coast.
On the West Coast, but you're not gonna let us know where, right?
Yeah,
That's cool.
Being a little cagey.
Hold on, let me set this up. There we go.
Yeah, that's better. Okay. Sejong City. Oh,
Nice.
wow.
So
no
you're in a
way.
new city.
So when did you leave Jeju?
So we actually I think we have mutual friends that are out there. I think you know who I'm referring to. I think they're still out there. But yeah, I've never visited Cedric. I wanted to because it's like a newer city.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So let us know how you like it out there.
City. Of course, can be better. Expected you. Hi from Vancouver. Zenith. Wait a minute. Is that your real name Zenith? Or is your real name Marie? Because I love the name Zenith. Angelita, hello. I try, that's why. Angelita's like, because I'm everywhere at once, that's why.
Yeah, we're gonna give you guys an update on why we haven't posted.
And
but,
we're gonna tell you about our trip. If you follow us on Instagram, you'll know that we went recently to visit the families for the very first time. But we'll wait till there's a little bit more.
yeah.
We're just gonna build the tension.
So Emily says, "Oh wow, you've been there for a year. Oh, moving to the States in March to be with family.
Great.
Yeah, I understand. I
Yeah,
understand.
we
That's
totally understand that.
Yeah, I mean I think that is sort of the expat dilemma many times after being away for so long, and you know, families getting older. You know, we notice like with our family, at least like with my family, my mom, just like when you haven't seen them in a few years, just the amount that it seems like they've aged, you know, just in a short amount of time.
It's
is
really
kinda mind-blowing,
weird.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's cool though. Sejong is beautiful.
Good.
SoCal.
We have Aubrey, Texas, M. Taylor from Aubrey, Texas, SoCal, and Miski from Dallas. Wow. Chiquela, hi. Happy New Year. 새해 복 많이 받아요. And waiting to hear how the family meeting went on both sides. We'll tell you everything.
We will tell you.
How was it for Becky meeting your family?
Oh.
Well, NYT, we will tell you.
Yeah, Emily, 4 years. Yeah, in February it'll be 4 years for both of us. So
For you, right?
Yeah.
That's what you mean.
well, no, for
Oh,
Emily
you
as
and
well,
Emily,
because we
okay.
came in during the same like epic intake.
Okay, right.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, time just travels in a very odd way here, doesn't it seem?
Mhm.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just like, I think probably because there's a lack of settling that happens. especially when you're living in Korea, because things change very rapidly. It's a very dynamic, especially Seoul. I can't speak for City and Jeju Island, of course, but things just change so quickly. Shops are changing all the time. Cafe corners come and go in a week, and then
that's even pre-COVID.
yes, that's pre-COVID too, right? And then of course, if you have your community is primarily expats, people of course are just going to be coming and going. It's a primarily very travel intensive group of people. So it seems like time just goes by in a very unusual and quick manner here. No wonder 4 years was just like a blink of an eye.
But you've been here 9.
I know, and it was like a blink of 2 eyes.
Oh man, so let's see. Blasian says.
Oh yeah.
Blasian says.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Happy New Year to you as well.
Happy New Year. We do live in the future. Westfield 90, Happy New Year. Both looking nice and healthy. Thank you.
I feel so healthy because like after our trip to the States, I ate so much. I gained a couple pounds.
I didn't eat that much, I haven't eaten that much in like 2.5 years.
Yeah.
I ate 2.5 years worth of food in a month.
That's true. This girl can eat, as small as she is. She can throw down.
I had to eat. We'll tell you everything. My favorite racially ambiguous couple.
Oh.
It's a very narrow qualifier, so we're not even their favorite couple. We're just like within this small, tiny slice of the population pie.
But at least we're the favorite.
At least we're the favorite somewhere, right? Let's see. How is the COVID for you guys? The COVID.
That's a good question. So I guess we can give you guys an update if you're not too familiar with what's going on here in Korea. I think overall, so it's all relative, right? But for Korea, the numbers have been quite high the last few months, and so we've been having to restrict more. There's like more restrictions when it comes to the amount of people that can gather in one place, and now they're checking like vaccine status, making sure that like if you're in a group of people, like I don't even know the numbers because we were away and then we came back and we were in quarantine, but I don't know, like 4 or 6 people, like X amount of them, like a majority of them have to be fully vaccinated. That sort of thing.
Well, no, if you're unvaccinated, you can't even sit with anybody.
Oh, okay.
So
that
if you're
has
unvaccinated, if you're going to sit anywhere, if they even let you in,
right,
you can only be by yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can't even sit with a friend.
Yeah. So I guess if you're in the Korea bubble, then for Korea the numbers are quite high compared to before a year ago, and then when this first started, because Korea was known to really manage it well. But of course with Delta and then now Omicron, that has changed. But we're looking at, I don't know, anywhere between 3,000 to 4,000, 5,000 cases a day in the past week or two, which when you compare it to like other places, that's extremely low for a country of 50 million people. But for Korea, that has jumped up from 1,000 to 2,000 a day, and prior to that, it was like just a couple hundred a day. So overall, the long answer or the short answer is Korea is doing well considering, but it's not like we're out of the race yet. It's I don't know when it's gonna end here. You know what I mean? It's just, it keeps going.
It's just part of that whole argument overall, where it's like, are we living with it now, or are we just gonna lock down with it now? But Korea seems to be going at the moment towards the lockdown route, while pushing for vaccination so that they can open up the country again.
And the boosters. So now we need to make sure that to be fully vaxxed, we have to be boosted, I think within 6 months of the second dose or something like that. So yeah, but overall Korea is doing well. Like I don't feel unsafe going out generally. I really don't.
Yeah.
And
for the most part, what was the percentage? I was talking to some friends yesterday, and she was telling me how many people in Seoul had been vaccinated. But for the most part, when I wander around in Seoul, as opposed to when we were in the States, I feel a general more, let's just say like there's a general expectation that the other person has been vaccinated.
Yeah.
So you feel a little bit more like okay with the other person, as opposed to suspicious when you're in the U.S. and you're like looking at people.
Yeah. I was definitely. We'll talk a little bit more about it later. We won't get too deep into like the COVID aspect of the U.S., but I did feel I was more on edge and more like paranoid in the U.S. for
totally.
sure. But here, I'm not paranoid at all. I feel like I can just go out. I don't want to be in a crowded place for sure here, but
yeah,
I know statistically I'll probably be okay because everyone's masked up. So, yeah. So that is, hopefully that answers your question as far as COVID.
We have a lot of great messages here. First, visually, Vin, thank you so much.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
That's very sweet of you.
Appreciate that.
Catherine, hello guys. Love from Botswana. Thank you for being here. Emily, did you finish quarantine? Yeah, we did. How was quarantine?
Well, I guess we gotta update y'all on that too. Quarantine was good overall. It was actually fun, and it went by a lot faster than I thought it would. I thought it would be extremely difficult, but
why?
Not because of you, but because like I don't want to just be stuck in the house. You know me.
With
like,
me?
No, just in general with myself. So yeah, but it was pretty good. Well, I know I got a lot done. I think you got a lot done too, right?
Why are you? What is this subtle like?
I'm just kidding.
Shading going on here.
We did a lot of housekeeping, like with our like, I guess digital files and organizing.
I organized like 12 years worth of files.
Yeah. Let me show you like exactly.
So, because I've been carrying around 2 ancient MacBooks for the past 5 years, 10 years for one of them, because I knew there was files on it, right? And so I wanted to keep them. I didn't know how to get them off. I lost the charger. It was old. I didn't even know it worked anymore, but I couldn't bear to get rid of it because I knew there was stuff on it. And so thanks to him, we figured out how to get in there. And so we downloaded all of these ancient files and videos. And
look at this, y'all. This is what we did during quarantine.
It's not something to be proud of.
We got MacBook 1, 2.
Okay, let me explain.
We just 3, 4,
four
MacBooks.
One MacBook is his old one that he's kept very well, and then he got his new one. And then I had one MacBook from high school, way back in high school. The keyboard stopped working because the battery swelled up, so I kept it. And then my mom was like, oh, why don't you take my old MacBook? And so I took her old MacBook, but that was the same generation as my high school one, so it stopped working eventually. So then I had to get a newer MacBook, which was still like 5 or 6 years old. And then we just
MacBook Air.
We just updated to the
Yo,
new
Joe's
one.
in the chat. I think he'll appreciate this. And then, all right, so that was 4 right there. And then this is her new MacBook Pro, 14-inch. It's beautiful. And then my 16-inch MacBook Pro is right beside. It's playing the music, but I'm transferring files right now, so I can show you.
I'm not proud of
so
all
there's
of the MacBooks.
6 MacBooks in this little place right now.
I would rather have just
I'm
one
super proud of that.
MacBook Monster that works really well for all of my life. That's what I would like. Just one good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, that's pretty much what we did for half of the quarantine.
Guys, quarantine was fun. I had such a fun time. One, you couldn't get away from me. And then 2, I could just like clean and organize. And then I watched all the Spider-Mans, starting from Tobey Maguire up to the almost newest one with Tom Holland, while I did Bloggy Lottie's workouts. I don't know if you guys do Bloggy Lottie's, but I love it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're probably showing Joe, huh?
Yeah. Be very jealous, bruh. Man, but yeah, so
quarantine was great. I wish I could do it again. I mean, I don't mean it like I want to go through the process again, but I would love to have the excuse of just being in my house and then people are like, come out, do this, you have a job. And I'm like, oh, I can't, I'm sorry. It's a great feeling, really.
Yeah, it went by really fast, to be honest.
I know, it was super, we just got out of it. Well, we got out of it, what, 4 days ago? It hasn't been that long.
4 or 5 days ago.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, just like 3-4 days ago.
We literally just got
gosh.
out. And things have just been happening so fast since, right? I've been like all over the place.
Yeah.
Quarantine.
But overall pretty fun.
Sydney has hit at least 30,000 a day. Yeah, I talked to one of my friends who's in Sydney right now.
Wow, really?
I know.
You guys went from like
It's weird that you
practically
would
zero.
think that because when you look from the outside in, it seems like Australia has been pushing like the no COVID living and then like locking down the borders. And you guys fairly recently opened up between states, and then I guess some people can fly in, but I'm not entirely 100%
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, I guess it's inevitable, you know.
Yeah, it's
once you open
inevitable.
up the borders for
Yeah.
sure.
Is Korea open for workers? So from what I know, if you're going to travel into Korea, everybody has to quarantine regardless of your status and your citizenship. This is what I know. Just based on your citizenship or visa type, it's going to change where you quarantine, facilities or at home. And then I don't know, Korea does have shut the doors to some countries, but it seems to be more of the law of reciprocity. Reciprocity. So, from what I know, for example, New Zealand, I think has blocked travelers from Korea. So Korea blocked travelers from New Zealand. It's kind of like that. So you'll have to just check on the individual country that you're thinking. Based on South Africa and the UK, Omicron peaks in about a month and then drops just as rapidly. Yeah, I mean, we can see what's gonna happen based on other countries and how they're dealing with it.
Sorry, I'm just reading some of
I know what you're reading.
Anyway.
Catherine, I'm so sorry to hear that you have COVID right now. I hope that you're going through it okay and that your symptoms are very, very mild.
Yeah.
Just stay safe and healthy.
For sure. Actually, so at my mom's house, so my mom lives with my sister and her husband and 2 kids. My niece, who is 4, actually 5 this month, she contracted COVID a few months ago. So she actually brought it into the house, but luckily nobody else got it.
Well, they did have to get treatment for her.
Yeah, so she went to she got, I forgot what they call it, but some special treatment. She was fine after a day in terms of her extreme symptoms, but man, we got lucky.
Well, it's crazy to think that, like, because there are some people where it feels as if it's so far away, like, oh, COVID happens to those people or that country or over there, but it doesn't touch me. But the fact is that all of us are being affected, and it's scary to think that it came directly into your house. Yeah, because that was the case for us too.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously, like, my mom is my biggest concern because she's 70, so, but she's fully vaccinated, which is good.
Let's see. Visually, Becky's IG videos during your quarantine were very funny.
Yeah.
Thanks.
You should look at her most recent post. Follow her on IG if you're not. Look at her most recent post.
Guys, I just want you to see like how well-rounded I am. Yeah.
But I would say the more accurate representation is the video.
I don't know what you're talking about. Joseph.
Joseph who?
Yeah, I don't know. You can handle Joe's stuff if you'd like to. Or we could just skip
We could just ignore it. How about that?
Joe, I'm glad you're here. Tell Mom and me hi and the kids hello.
Yeah, but I did almost cut my finger off, my pinky. But we won't get into that.
What are you talking about?
This.
Oh.
Using a man's tool, man. Alright, so
like
we're
how
gonna
you
skip that.
Came in there and brought that up out of nowhere.
Yeah. By the way, let's catch up soon.
Yeah, we have things to catch up. And then okay, I just read it down. Okay, what he was saying. I get it.
Oh wait, so then definitely get that 14-inch, man. It is so fast. Like so obviously we do video editing, and so pretty much mine is almost fully spec'd out, my 16-inch. Hers is just like baseline, but even with her 14-inch baseline model, like no issues with editing. Like I could like bring in my 4K footage and then color grade and everything, have a bunch of like, you know, just stuff on it, and it just plays smoothly. So with music, it would be even faster for sure. Yeah. So, yeah. Catch up. I'm gonna block this guy.
You guys have your own special relationship. Yeah. Well, do you want to talk about our trip?
Yeah, we can talk about the trip.
Okay.
All right, so Westfield 90, thank you so much for that. Appreciate that. So let's see, we went to the States on December 5th, so it was a little over a month ago, and we spent about
wait, you need to preface this.
Okay.
This is like the movie trailer. We went on a very long and arduous journey to reach our destination in the US. We had no idea what to expect, and we knew things were changing rapidly in the midst of our traveling over the sea. And when we landed, we were seeing just exactly what those crazy things were.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Say bye to Joe first.
Bye, Joe.
Bye.
Yes, we'll catch up. And mustard. So, all right. So yeah. With that said, December 5th. So the itinerary was we would go visit her family first, spend a week there, then we'd visit New York City for about a week, because we have friends, and then also her sister lives there, and then we spend about a week in North Carolina with my family. So. Yeah, the trip was interesting in that we, it was, like 15 hours, 14 hours, and then we had a layover in Canada.
For 23 hours.
We had to get a lot of COVID tests done.
Yeah.
So we had to get, I think, like 2 tests, and we had to pay for it in Canada. But, we got to the States. Finally got a chance to meet her family. Her dad and little sister came and picked us up from the airport. It was nice. Like her dad's super, just very friendly, very nice. So immediately felt comfortable. Got to the house, and her mom is there cooking, I think. And of course I'm like super nervous.
Were you really nervous?
I was nervous, like in terms of the first meeting of your mom. Like in person, like what do I do? What do I say?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think I just like greeted her in Korean and just had a big warm smile. She smiled back. So I think at that point the nervousness started to.
What do you think she would do?
I don't know. Like just have this straight mean face. Like oh you're here. I got some special food for you.
So you got on well with my parents?
Yeah, I would say so.
You know, you're right. I did abandon you a lot during the first week.
You did.
Because I would sleep, or I would play with the kids, like my niece and nephew. I'd go hang out with my sister.
Yeah,
or my
so
cat.
I'm just at the table with her parents, or she's like not waking up because, major jet lag. So I'm up early. And then I'm, at the breakfast table, and it's just me and her parents some of the times, and yeah, we're talking for like an hour or so. So that was actually really good.
What were things that you guys talked about?
We talked a lot about, not so much about like us. I mean, just random stuff, like because her dad would just, sometimes bring up random topics.
My dad's
discussion,
very academic,
and so we just talk about it, and then we all just contribute to the conversation. I feel like your mom talked about herself a lot in like different ways, so I got to know her through that. So overall, it was quite fun. So I think like early on, I wasn't really nervous beyond, I guess, the first day or two.
Yeah.
It was just a matter of learning how to, communicate with them and be part of the family.
Yeah.
So it was really good.
How did you like my siblings?
They were fine. They were good. I mean, no, they were fun.
Yeah.
The little sister Tori, she's. I mean, I don't know. I felt like because
we didn't really get a chance to hang out with her because there was just so much going on. It was
quite hectic.
Like there was us plus we brought Chanel. We brought Chanel from Korea, carried her in her little cat carrier on an international trip, 15 hours on the flight, plus like the couple of hours prior and post the flight in the airport and waiting, plus the 23 hours in Canada at a hotel, and then another couple hour flight and the car ride. Like Chanel at one point was in that carrier for 24 hours.
That's right.
We brought a cat internationally from Korea to the US, and if I had known ahead of time just how crazy it is, I would have been far more stressed, and I was already very anxious about it as it was.
Yeah.
I didn't sleep at all on the 15-hour flight over because I was so anxious for her. Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly, I was quite chill. I was like, she's a cat. She'll be fine.
You were chill, but you don't have the same connection that we have. Shell and I understand each other. She's my baby. So anyway, so at the house there was us, plus my cat, and then my older sister, her husband, their 2 kids, and they had brought their cat as well because they were in the midst of moving. So they have a cat, their cat too, which is like Chanel's older sister. And then there's my little sister as well. So the house was just so full. It was very, very full and chaotic. And it was the best Christmas ever. We had Christmas early with my family first.
That's right. So we opened up gifts and everything like super early.
It was so great.
Yeah.
And we won. We won the Christmas gift giving. We gave the best presents. Okay, I can't say that. But we worked really hard to get, you know, a lot of presents.
We did. We kind of broke the rules
To
too,
give
so
them.
it was unfair. 'Cause,
Exactly.
like, you know, they did a Secret Santa type of thing this year, but we got gifts for
I
everyone.
know, it was great.
So-
Remember when my sister brought it up and I told you and I was like, they're doing Secret Santa. We're definitely gonna win. And you were like, win what? I'm like, the presents. We're gonna give the best presents. Because we weren't limited by Secret Santa.
Yeah,
It's because we don't follow the rules.
that's right.
So yeah, it was a crazy trip, and then we went there and had a fun time. But we didn't get it. I think you and my parents had a great time talking to each other, but everything else revolved around, you know, the kids, of course. And so there wasn't really a good time, like one-on-one, to get to know, I think, other members of the family.
Right. So that was that. About a week later, we flew to New York City, and we stayed with her older sister, who on the same day drove up.
I know, because
So-
they were just moving into their new apartment.
Right. So we
And it's
stayed.
beautiful.
Yeah, we stayed there. You know, they live in. Well, I won't disclose the location.
Why don't you
but
give them the address while you're
I'm
at
sure
it?
your sister would love that.
Yeah.
But anyways, they live in a nice, charming little neighborhood in the city, and it was great because I had never actually. I don't think I've ever stayed overnight in the city. I worked in New York City for 2 years, but I never actually stayed overnight. So it was nice to experience living in New York City temporarily. So we went there. We met up with a couple of friends in the city, and then also in New Jersey. The crazy guy that was trolling in the comments earlier, we met up with him and his family. So
That was fun.
yeah, it was really nice to be able to
To see your original friend.
Yeah.
Like one of your oldest friend, your best friend.
yeah.
That was very cool to see that.
Yes, and you know, we met up with just a few other people. So that was sort of the purpose of that trip, because I haven't seen anyone from New York, New Jersey in 4 years, 4+ years. So that was good. And then what else? We flew back down to.
Wait, you can't skip that already. We gotta talk about New York City.
Oh, okay.
New York City was so. It was. I don't even know how to explain it. It was so crazy. Yeah. I'm kind of
like how crazy?
like it was
good crazy?
so crazy, like good crazy. One, it was beautiful. Every street that you look down, it's like the New York City that you see in movies, in romantic comedies, and everything, like Marvel films. You just look down the street and you're like, oh my gosh, this is New York. It has, the city carries this kind of like richness and confidence that you can feel it as you're walking around. It's like the city knows I am New York City and you are just a visitor. It is so
That's true.
cool. It is it's just such a great feeling. So I loved the city so much. It's definitely crazy because you just see so many people being crazy. But everyone
It's
else
normal.
is like, all right, be crazy. You know, like no one's staring, no one's like, oh, they're so crazy. People are just crazy.
Yeah, I feel like you had the perfect introduction to New York City.
Yeah.
That could have ever happened in like a 1 week time span.
I know. I
So-
saw like the weirdest stuff.
Yeah, I mean it was cool because I was able to like navigate the city because I was very familiar with it. So it made our trip very efficient.
We saw the neighborhood rat, who lives on the first floor. We saw the neighborhood rat a couple times.
We had some bagels.
We had, oh my gosh, bagels, and we had the $1 pizzas, right? We went to, what is it, Brooklyn Park? Brooklyn Square?
Washington Square?
Yeah, that's what I meant. We went to Washington Square. We saw people riding bikes on Grinch outfits, selling weed, a man wearing an enormous wizard's hat, a girl just like freely dancing by herself, painting on. It was like paint dancing.
TikToks.
We saw girls
filmed.
doing TikTok dances.
That was great.
Painfully TikTok in real life.
Yeah.
We saw absolutely everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great. It was so great. I really loved it. And we had a lot of tasty foods. We met up with some friends there. They're actors in Korea and in the States. We got to meet up with them and talk about their life and what is it like in New York City. Wow. It's just like you don't imagine a place is going to be that place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Right?
New York is, in the way you put it, New York was very New York. Like, it was just what you see in the movies.
Is what it is.
That's what it is. Yeah. Like, even, I don't know, even though there's a bunch of, like, especially, like, native New Yorkers, I don't know if there's anyone from the city or from Manhattan in here, but, yeah, like, I think a lot of people, they're just, like, to them, it's just New York, it's whatever, you know? But, like, whenever you go to visit, it has a different sort of feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But I know there's a lot of New Yorkers that love New York.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not from a touristy way. So we got to experience some really good. It was perfect. As perfect as it could be, considering. Because the thing is, we literally we were there the week where Omicron went from like 0 to 100 in Manhattan, and so the first few days there weren't really, I don't think there were like a lot of testing centers set up, but then towards the latter half of the week stay, there were like lines being formed on the sidewalk and going around the block of people wanting to get tested. Come to find, that was because Omicron was starting to really,
I mean,
like,
we didn't really know. We were just out enjoying the city, and then suddenly we see like lining up around the block. I'm like, what is that? What is that? And then we found on the news, and then shows were getting shut down. Broadway was shut down. When literally the day before, when we've been wandering around, everything was open.
Yeah, so
it's
that was
so sad because the Rockettes had just opened their Christmas show at Radio City.
Right. Looks like Vin is signing off. Yeah, appreciate you being on the stream. As a matter of fact, I saw your previous comment about releasing custom LUTs.
You thought about that.
Yeah, that might be something. The only reason why I don't really even entertain that or haven't is because I don't really have like that audience on a large scale that would be interested. But I mean, if there's enough people interested, then you know, I might.
Might as well. I mean, you make some really nice edits.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll see, Vin. But anyways, man, appreciate you being in the stream. Thank you for the super chat. Elijah in the house.
We gotta go way back. There's like many messages here. Alaric asks, "You want to challenge me to a juggling contest? Did you not see my video? My excellent juggling skills. I should probably make a masterclass on how to juggle.
Yeah, everyone's making.
I could do it with 2 hands. I can juggle with 1 hand. I can juggle with just off my knees. It's like juggling like a soccer ball.
For context,
the skills are endless.
For context, actually, she made that video for my niece and nephew because we send them little videos and they send us videos.
Yes.
So
it's like I was born to be that aunt. It's my new job. Yeah. So you know, basically the answer to your question is yeah. Well, it's not really a question. I just turned it into one. Anytime. Pam, we need demonstrations of juggling. You could juggle.
Oh yeah, I can juggle. I took a juggling class in 5th grade.
All right.
And from there, like, it's like riding a bike. You never forget how to do it.
You took a class?
Yeah.
Why did you take a class?
It was like an extracurricular.
Did you spend money to take this class?
No, it was just like an after-school thing, like a juggling team. So in 5th grade, and yeah, we used to practice with scarves initially, and then we transitioned to balls.
And you tied the scarf around your neck. Had a little flare.
Yeah, but I can still juggle.
Oh wow! I taught myself.
I might show you off.
But and the class is good too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. 안녕하세요, Jasmine. Emily, yeah, so Chanel, like, I'm very sad about it, but because she's technically not allowed to live in our building, in our apartment complex. And so, anyway, there are a number of different reasons, but basically, I wanted her to be with people that I could trust for long term and know that I will be able to see her in the future. Yeah. But she's really happy, and now my parents, it's like they never had children, and Chanel is their new child. Like, yeah, even my sisters tell me whenever they talk to my parents, they only want to talk about Chanel and show off Chanel. And my dad, who has worked with many, many animals and had many pets, he's like, your cat is the weirdest cat I've ever encountered. And it's true. Chanel's a very strange, non-cat-like cat. So they adore her, and it's great. Yeah, so I'm happy. Chanel's happy, and they're happy. I'm wondering too if I'm ever gonna get my cat back because she's like so happy there. It's good because she has a big house now and a yard and big windows. So
yeah, I think she's enjoying her time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll get her. We'll get her back.
So Chicago Low, thank you for liking the family photos. That was very, very nice of us to be able to do. That was a big part of our trip.
Yeah.
We took family photos with her family.
Yeah.
And that we probably won't be able to share on Instagram.
I know.
But
my sister is very just like, she's so anti-social media. She doesn't want herself out to be in the public. So even though when we post the family photos, it's not like we highlight her.
We went mad Conglish photos. Family photos.
It's not like we post her. You know, it's not like we're cutting in on my sister and then putting big arrows. Be like, look
this
at my
is her
sister.
name, Social Security.
Check her out. I know, but she's a little bit. She's just, you know, about the security and all
Oh yeah,
that stuff.
we respect that for sure.
Totally respect that. But it makes me sad because the photos are so cute. And I'm sure there are people who are like, oh, Becky isn't proud of Cedric being part of her family, you know, so she doesn't post the family photos. It's nothing like that.
Yeah.
But the photos are very beautiful and cute, and we're going to print them out. They're going to be big. It's going to be my new wallpaper.
Whoa, that's creepy. That's
then
creepy.
my sister's face will be blown up, and I can look at it every day.
Yeah, so we did that. We also, you know, obviously took family photos on when we visited my family. So that turned out pretty nice. Yeah.
So yeah, I love the family pictures. It was so cool that I could be a part of yours. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. What we're gonna do? Just have you press the shutter? It's not being a picture.
Can you just take the pictures for us?
Yeah. So that was cool because we at least like with my mom and myself and my sister and her family, like we haven't had any professional photos together ever since 1988.
Yeah.
So
I got to
that was
be
nice.
part of the new one. Yeah, we haven't had family photos since those weird ones that you saw on the wall. So good to
Not
get
weird. They just like 90s vibes.
I know.
2000s.
Yeah, it's very painful.
Yeah.
So we got those new ones.
Yeah, $1 pizza and weed. Must have been magical. Well,
we didn't have the weed.
Right.
We just saw it.
Yeah, which is interesting because like obviously when I was there a couple years ago,
Yeah.
that wasn't even a thing, not
Yeah.
publicly. So that was interesting experience to smell that everywhere in the city.
I know, the smell was everywhere.
Yeah, $1 pizza at St. Mark's Place. I don't know if I've ever heard of that. We just did a random dollar pizza, but also we did some dollar style pizzas, but it was like Joe's Pizza.
Hey,
which is much better.
I learned by watching Spider-Man, because I told you I watched all the Spider-Mans in quarantine. Joe's Pizza was featured in Spider-Man.
It was.
Oh, did you know that?
Because we saw it at the same time.
Oh.
But yes, it was. So we went to a very nice like pizza place. We actually had different styles of pizza. I think we ate pizza maybe 4 or 5 times during our 1 week stay.
You know, there's a reason why the crust is so good in New York City. I think I've said this on a different live stream before. The water, there is something special about the water in New York City. And it's because there's little shrimps in it. And that creates the crispy crust. It's the shrimps in the water. You're drinking shrimp water.
I told you that about the shrimp water.
Well, that's what makes pizza so good in New York City. So thank you, shrimps.
Yeah. Kind of gross when you think about it, but like the New York City tap water is very good.
Yeah.
because of those little shrimps.
Because the shrimps.
Microscopic
The
shrimps.
New York shrimps.
Yeah, I mean, so
Hi, Elijah.
what else about the trip? I don't want to bore you guys too much, but
The weather was perfect.
yeah, it was. It was quite
exquisite.
very mild.
Yes.
To where there was one day where I just went out in like a t-shirt, like when I went to the gym.
Couldn't believe it was December.
It was.
You
cool.
went to the gym every day except for Christmas.
I did.
I tried to go with you a couple times. I did go a couple times, right? But you work out for like 3 hours, so
just an hour and a half.
It was kind of hard to work out that long. I am like an hour workout girl, but 3 hours is a long time.
Yeah, I had to get my workouts in.
Yeah.
Which did offset some of the weight that I gained from the trip. So I'm sure I would have probably gained way more.
We ate so much, you guys. We ate so much. Tell me what we ate.
Well, we ate a lot at your family's house. Like your mom did a lot of the phenomenal cooking. We had like a Christmas dinner style meal
like a ham.
there. It's just a bunch of like sides.
Yes.
In New York, of course, we just ate a bunch of different food. Like of course, the pizza, halal guys. We had some really nice fancy Thai food. And then we went to North Carolina.
We had really amazing sushi in New Jersey.
Oh, that's right.
That was so incredibly tasty.
Right. Colombian food as well. And then in North Carolina, of course, my mom, she prepared like a menu every night for us, essentially. She was so excited to feed us.
Yeah.
So she like fed us so much.
Yeah.
To where we would eat breakfast quite late, like a full breakfast at like 10 or sometimes even 11.
Like waffles and grits and fruits,
eggs,
orange juice, eggs, bacon,
Mm-hmm.
like every day.
Yeah, and then we'd have lunch probably like 2 hours after.
I know.
And then a huge dinner. So
yeah.
it was like,
Spring
as far as
rolls,
quantity.
Ivy, we had crab legs and lobsters.
Oh yeah. As far as quantity, like we ate the most at my mom's place. But
this is the most. I'm serious. I ate 2.5 years worth of food in 1 week.
Mm-hmm.
I did. I really did.
Yeah. That was the best part.
It was so great. I slept so well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Your niece and nephew. I guess they are my niece and nephew too.
Mm-hmm.
Soon to be. I just played with them literally morning to night. They were like my little shadows. It was really fun.
Yeah.
They were very cute. One's 8 and one is almost 5. Gonna be 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks.
And I remember they were like, Wesenmo, which is like Korean for aunt. They're like, why do we like you so much? I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, she was really great with the kids.
I'm
not fun with kids.
No,
I don't know how to like
you're
play
fun.
with kids.
They love
I was just like,
but you're just like,
I will play with them for a few minutes and then
alright, get out of here. Like,
do my own thing.
Yeah, you do that. But we were like playing games and telling stories and making jokes.
Mm-hmm.
It's right in my wheelhouse, like this age group.
Yeah, I mean for some of you who remember like videos from right before I left Korea, you guys remember how small they were. So they've gotten a lot bigger, obviously.
Yeah, they're so cute.
So it's very nice. I mean, what else? I mean,
we started a little business, me and the niece and nephew.
That's true.
Yeah, we created our own little business. It was just, I just said, let's make snowflakes. Why don't we, because you can cut snowflakes. And he was like, oh yes, I'm going to draw pictures. And then Hannah got on board too. Was like, yeah, I'm going to draw pictures too. And then Jonathan was like, we should sell them. Let's go door to door and sell them. Because when I was younger, I cut snowflakes one Christmas and tried to sell them for $0.25 at people's house around the neighborhood. Like I went knocking on doors and then I would show them my wares, which were handmade snowflakes, and then I would be like, I'm selling these for $0.25 each. You may have as many as you like. And some people actually bought them. I think I made like $4. Yeah, and so I told him that story. He's like, let's go sell snowflakes door to door in the neighborhood. And I was like, well, maybe let's not, but we could still make them. But he really wanted to sell them. So instead of going door to door with him, I said that I would market them on my Instagram, and anybody who is a follower on Instagram can purchase a handmade snowflake. He kept the ones that we made as templates. so we can make more when someone makes a bulk order. So I will be posting that on my Instagram pretty soon, where you can see our market plan
Yeah.
and our goods that we are offering. So yeah, we started a little business.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone who jumps in the live stream right when I said we started a business is sort of like, what is it? But that's what it is. That's
Right.
a business.
Be on the lookout for that.
Yeah.
All right, catching up on some of these chats here. Let's see. Where are we at?
Yes, Emily, all cats are strange. But she's really strange. I know everyone says like, yeah, but cats are strange. I'm like, yeah, but I don't know if she's a cat. Like she's something in a cat's body. She's very funny. Archer, hi. Did you get those for the wedding or something? Get what? What did we get? Get what? Did we
We
get
must have
our
referenced
MacBooks?
something.
Did we get our MacBooks for the wedding?
Yes.
I do.
We got our MacBooks for everything in our life.
Wedding plans. People have been asking a lot about those. At the moment, there is nothing I can report. It's still cooking.
Yeah, I'd imagine we'll have more concrete plans this year. Hopefully. Yeah, it's been over a year since we got engaged. But I mean, you know, COVID, so.
Yeah. VW Love, have you guys watched Singles Inferno? Is that new Korean show that I told you about? Where they have like all the single people. It's like Bachelor meets Love Paradise, or you know, like those trashy single reality shows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
That's like, yeah, it's really popular in Korea for some reason. It's so weird to look at because it's just like, what is that? What's happening?
Mm-hmm.
If that's what you're talking about, then no. But I also don't know what Singles Inferno is. Singles Inferno?
It's pretty intense.
I know, it's really fiery. New York water is the cleanest and free for all residents. So I've heard, yeah, you can just drink right out of the tap.
Mm-hmm.
Because thanks shrimps. Sarah, hi. Ruby told me about your channel, Adam Loftman's.
Oh yeah, yeah. So.
Do you know who Sarah is?
Mm-hmm. Well, I know the Loftmans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very old friends. Wow, thanks for stopping by.
Wow, hi.
I hope you guys are all doing well. Hope Adam's doing well, and of course Ruby as well. So thanks for stopping in.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Pam, does that hour include pre-warm-up and post-workout stretch?
For me, it does. Oh, for you? Oh, she's asking for you.
What do you mean for you? Your 3-hour workout? Yeah. You need to stretch more. You don't stretch enough, and you're gonna injure yourself one day. As for me, Pam, look, let's just say I don't have a routine, and the stretching sometimes is included in 1 hour, and sometimes if I work out more than an hour, I stretch longer.
Fair enough.
Alright, I feel somehow guilty, like I need to work out more now.
You do.
Okay, I do. Actually, that is a goal of mine for. Wow, my forearm looks huge. That is a goal of mine for 2022. I want to get healthy, not just slim. Like I want to be fit, and I feel concerned that I'm too slim at the moment, which is weird for me to say because you know I spend most of my life being concerned of getting fat, which is crazy. But it's dawned on me that I need to be healthy and fit.
So my job is to make sure I feed her well.
Yeah, but you didn't even cook.
That's true.
So how are you gonna do this? Feed me and yourself. Musical Soul just wanted to stop in and say hey to you too. I like hey in the quotes, like hey. Hey. Yeah.
Grits done right is delicious.
I read that as
100%.
girls done right. I was like, this is the wrong live stream. Grits, yeah. Oh yeah, they were good.
For sure.
Grits? Do you like it with butter or cheese?
For me, I'm okay without the cheese, though how my mom likes to make it is with cheese. But it's very good. I mean, so she just makes cheese grits. But I would be okay with just, I don't know, salt, pepper, and butter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like them both. It depends on the mood. Let's see. Family photos is what I was talking about. Oh, that's what he meant. Was that what you did for the wedding?
Oh.
Did you get those for the wedding? Oh, like get
Gotcha,
those
gotcha.
taken. I get it. Okay. No, it was just something we wanted to do.
Because
Yeah.
we can. So
Yeah.
why not?
And now I have physical evidence that I'm part of your family.
Yes.
And you as well, sir. Would you be open to live streaming the wedding? Yeah, that's something we've talked about. Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
You... I had a dream last night.
Yeah.
In my dream, I was asking people on social media to vote what song I should sing at the ceremony. That was my dream.
Did you give them options?
Yeah, so in my dream, I was like, I can't remember what it was, but one song was Queen. Because, I've been doing a lot of Queen lately. And then I think people were like, you should sing I Was Born to Love You. Because I was joking about it the other day. That's why. Yeah. I'm probably not going to sing it at the wedding. But thank you, Dream people, for voting for it. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Singles Inferno. So I guess it is. Singles Inferno is that crazy
Western
one.
style. Okay.
Yeah, I just saw the trailer. I haven't seen anything else about it.
Yeah, I mean, the one show that we did watch, especially over quarantine, was Cobra Kai. So,
Cobra Kai never died.
do we have any Cobra Kai fans in here? Because you guys are the real MVPs.
Cobra Kai.
Yeah, so I got her into the whole Karate Kid trilogy, like the original movies, in preparation of us diving into Cobra Kai, like the first season. And this was sometime last year. And she fell in love with the movies. I guess the story, right, of the movies. And yeah, so we watched Cobra Kai. We ended up watching all of the seasons that have come out at this point. And I agree with the sentiment that it is the best show on Netflix.
It is easily the best show in the world. Yeah, Cobra Kai is great. I love Cobra Kai.
Yeah, so that's what we watched essentially throughout quarantine, and a couple other movies while we were like organizing stuff. We were just passively watching.
Seriously, what did we watch? We watched Notting Hill. You got to experience Hugh Grant at his peak romantic comedy lead era. Have you ever seen stuff with Hugh Grant like that?
And not
like
from
you
that
saw
era.
Gentleman, but yeah, you haven't seen him like this, like the floppy-haired.
Yeah. Oh, we watched Taxi Driver.
Yes, Robert De Niro, Taxi Driver. Because there is the Korean one, of course, Skycedi, right? But 운전사 was Skycedi?
I have no idea.
Anyway, that's a good movie too. But we watched the Robert De Niro Taxi Driver, and I laid in bed all night thinking about it.
Yeah, that's a trippy movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, so we are, also watching these movies to just study the filmmaking, the story, the directing, all of the aspects that go into making these films. And so, yeah, it's like entertainment and also like research study, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
So we're just like trying to dive into different genres of movies and different styles.
Yeah. So when people send me movie recommendations, which I often ask on Instagram especially, like they're on my list. I consider them because we want to see a wide range of films and how they were created, what was the story behind it, character development and angles and all of that, because it's very interesting. Oh, let's see. Yeah, everyone loves Singles Inferno. Okay. Archer, I'm officially moving to Korea on February 10th so I can finally bring your hot Cheetos. Thank you. Thank you for remembering that. Hey, I'm going to tell you something. I brought hot Cheetos back from the US. I bought one little bag and one big bag. And I bought the big bag for my friend, and I bought the little bag because I was trying to restrain myself. Otherwise, I knew I'd eat the whole thing myself. And one day while I was working, I hear a crunching sound behind me.
You were on the phone.
He ate my little bag of Cheetos.
Yeah, you were on the phone.
And I said, why are you eating my Cheetos? And you're like, you have a big bag in there. But that's not for me.
I didn't know that. And I had a very weak moment because I knew those hot Cheetos were for her. And I knew how much she loves them. I don't even like Cheetos like that. But I just really needed, like, that feeling where when you really need a snack and you don't want anything sweet. You just want like a savory, just a salty snack.
Yeah,
That was the only option.
This reminds me of Friends when Ross's professor ate his sandwich. Do you remember that scene? He's talking about the sandwich and how someone ate it, and then the professor was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I believe I ate that sandwich." And Ross is like, "You ate my sandwich? My sandwich?" That's how I felt in that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she went easy on me. I usually don't do that, but I had a weak moment.
It's fine. I'll share my Cheetos with you any day.
Thank you. Hey, Sarah, thank you so much for that comment. We really appreciate it.
What?
Right here.
Oh! Thanks, Sarah. Yeah, Pam is like, it's a no then. Look, I'm working on my stretching, Pam. I will be better like you. Ephraim's Corner caught you guys live tonight. Haven't watched you guys in a while. You guys look great.
Oh, thank you.
You caught us in the net.
We're in a good place. Not that we weren't before, but I think like the last time we streamed, which was I think about 4 months ago, it was so much going on. Like that was during that period was the busiest time of my life here in Korea because we had several projects. We had one huge project that we like on the production side that we were working with a client with. We ended up producing 5 videos for them, like fully, produced videos. And I think I had a few, we had the Skycedi, we had a few LG display production projects, and then she also had her voice acting gigs. I mean, it was just insane. So
crazy.
And not only that, but for, a lot of you guys are aware that I also have a personal finance channel that I started last year. So in an effort to like get that off the ground and running, I was putting a lot of work into that. So doing all of that, and it was just like, just no room for anything else.
That's why you guys didn't see us live streaming, because whenever we weren't working, we were just at home crying.
That's what I felt like.
Because we had so much stuff going on.
Yeah, I mean, it was good. Very happy we went through it, but
yeah, it was a good time.
Man, it was so. We are still like we're of course in hustle mode now. I think like December was good because we got to chill a little bit, and then
it was just a month of straight chill.
Right, we brought our work to do, and we did a little bit of work, but
I didn't work.
I was trying to throw you in.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yes.
I did a little bit of work.
I just played.
And
I played with cats. I played with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
I played in the city.
Yeah, so that was good for us. And then now we're back on the grind. We've got a lot of things that are in the works and that we're working on. So I think this year will be, especially in the coming months, will be quite interesting for us. Working on some projects.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we just feel a lot more rested, basically.
Of course, and that's always necessary. Like you have to have those seasons. Of course, you have seasons of hustle and intensity, and then you have to take rest. You have to. Mm-hmm. It's just inhuman to be able to be at 100% all the time.
That's true.
Yeah.
Right.
So we took the rest finally. It was good to do that because I think if we don't, you are the type to just keep pushing yourself and then pulling yourself until even your fingers break as you're dragging yourself forward. I can't stop, I can't! But you have to.
It's true.
So we finally rested.
Finally.
Let's see. Going back to shrimp and grits.
Shrimp, I've never had shrimp and grits.
No, it's not shrimp and grits. It's shrimp water.
Oh. Wait, no. She's talking about shrimp and grits. Beef gravy or ground turkey with gravy. Okay. Yeah, because shrimp and grits is a thing. Fish and grits is a thing.
What?
Yeah.
What? Wait, who eats fish with grits?
A lot of people.
No.
Yeah, some of the black folk up in here.
I can see fish eating grits because grits are tasty.
She doesn't know.
And even fish would like to eat grits.
Please don't find offense in what she's saying.
Eating fish and grits?
Yeah.
Like together on the same spoon? Like you have a bowl of grits and you just put a fish on it?
Why not?
Are you being serious?
Yes.
No, you're not.
Oh my gosh, I'm being so serious. Fish and grits. Shrimp and grits would be very good, though because I just grew up eating mainly eggs, bacon, sausage with grits.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah, I think it's more of a
shrimp?
southern, maybe New Orleans-ish
Grits.
type of
Shrimp
thing.
and
I'm not
grits.
sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah.
Wow, no way.
See? It's a thing.
No way. Okay.
I would love to try one.
All right, look, I'll give it a try. I just can't. Wait a minute. Is it like steamed shrimps? Is it like shrimp with still the shells on it?
No.
Is it like little chopped up shrimps?
No.
Is it like tiny Seoul like that I use in my sauces? Like
no.
What kind of shrimps are these?
Just like, I guess, seasoned, fried, or grilled shrimp. I don't know.
What? All right. I'm gonna look this up online because I've never heard of this before.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a thing.
All right. Sci-Fi George knows what's going on. Do you guys speak Korean? Do we speak Korean?
I guess during my time here, I've been speaking less and less Korean.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
I know.
Partly because a lot of my work is, once I finish filming something, I'm just editing and I'm
That's
by myself.
true.
So
You're
I don't interact with a lot of
He's
people.
not speaking at all.
Many times,
He
yeah.
doesn't even speak.
And of course Becky does.
Yeah.
We can speak Korean. My Korean is,
Yeah.
alright.
And you understand so much.
Mhm.
And also, I get it too more now that I visited with your home and saw your mom.
Mhm.
Because like my mom speaks more English than your mom does. Your mom speaks like primarily Korean. I feel like 80% of the time if she's
Mhm.
talking with you or your sister.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have very good understanding listening.
Yeah.
And if I'm mad, that's usually when I speak more Korean.
Mhm.
You should check out the Snowdrop K-drama. We have not seen any dramas.
We haven't watched a single Korean anything together, I don't think.
No, we watched that one about the cooking one or the eating one.
Oh
Where
yeah.
they spend a third of the episode eating
Let's
food.
eat. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that was the only one that we watched.
You
together.
have to have a love of food. You have to be a foodie in order to appreciate that show.
Mhm.
I'm not a foodie, so I was like, why are they still showing us frying? So I would want to skip it. But they
Right.
like it.
Let's see. Pam says for cinematography and sound, one of my favorite movies
Wait a minute,
is.
Sicario. Wait
So she's gonna
a
write
minute.
that down. Have you heard of it?
I'm trying to think. Sicario. No, I've never heard of this one. I thought this was like that other weird dancer thing. Oh, okay, interesting.
We'll put that on our list. We have a huge list of movies that we're gonna have to go through.
One of the best crime thriller films in years. Okay, we'll check that out. I've never heard of that, but yeah, we'll check it out. Ross, you ate my sandwich? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I would need a big bag, and he would need a small bag.
Yeah. Oh, Pam says, I just love how I have the
Oh,
Bitcoin video ready to go after this live. That's awesome.
Bitcoin. Yeah, I hope that you guys are liking his Joff stuff, because if you haven't checked it out, obviously Skycedi is separate from Joff entirely. Journey of Finance. Yeah, I just realized that. It's totally separated. However, I have to say it is just very well executed, well researched, very clear description, and aesthetically pleasing.
Thank you.
Because you're handsome.
Yeah, so I've been having a lot of fun with
They're good videos.
just creating those videos. 'Cause I love personal finance because I've always been into my own personal finance for over 10 years. So I just thought I'd share the knowledge and have another avenue of just creating videos and adding value. So if that is something that you're into, Journey of Finance, check the channel out, subscribe. And I'm just offering my perspectives on personal finance.
Yeah, and until I met him, I didn't have any money. Not saying that you're making me money, but I'm making money and you're helping me to harness that money
Yes.
so that I'm not poor next month.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly
So
right.
I've learned a lot. It's been great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Pam, that's awesome.
Okay, alright. So everyone is explaining this shrimp and grits thing.
Ooh, let's see.
Sauteed,
Yeah.
whole seasoned in spicy shrimp. It's a big staple in different parts of the country. Oh.
Which is probably why I haven't really, I don't know about like where I grew up in North Carolina, like if that was really a thing amongst like most grits eaters. I think we were just used to eating again with like eggs, bacon, sausage like that, biscuits. But I think other parts of the country, yeah, they definitely have a different way of eating grits. Which I would love, because I love grits, to be honest. So I would love to experience like different styles of
Yeah,
grits.
I always just thought like you eat it with cheese or butter or salt. Shrimp and grits.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to think about that more.
Right. So yeah, let's see. Whole seasoned and spicy shrimp. Definitely a southern thing. Man, I know it's good.
I guess I was thinking
No, it's
about like the little shrimp that you dip in marinade sauce. It's kind of like not cooked and a little slimy.
Oh, I know
But
what you're talking about.
this is seasoned and
No,
grilled.
of course. Yeah, this is cooked.
That sounds yummy.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, there's no sign of grits here in Korea that I've ever seen.
I know.
So I've been
I
really
forgot
missing
about
it.
grits until I went to your house.
Mm-hmm.
And then we ate grits every day.
We did every single day.
I ate so much grits.
Yeah.
It was good.
Elijah says anything about ETFs? Yeah, I've definitely mentioned ETFs on the channel, like ETFs and index funds.
What are ETFs again?
Exchange traded funds.
Okay.
So they're essentially like just a pool of different stocks depending on a certain sector. So yeah, I talk about that. I'm into ETFs and index funds, but I'm a little bit more bullish on crypto right now because of the opportunity cost of where crypto is. So, but I am, I talk about a good balance of everything, but, I've been starting to talk a little bit more about like Bitcoin and crypto on the channel. But I try to maintain, balance, but also share my philosophy and just, it's never investment advice. It's just, this is what I do, this is what I see. And yeah, so check it out, Elijah.
I think my soul left my body for a second there.
Yeah, maybe the shrimp is seasoned with oil-based spice.
You know what? This sounds like Bubba. What's his name? Bubba Gump? No, Bubba Shrimp from Forrest Gump, or Bubba. Is it just Bubba? The guy who talks about shrimp all the time on Forrest Gump. This is what it sounds like. Everyone's like talking about shrimp.
Yo, this is like serious, man.
I know, it's serious.
Yeah.
Do you remember when I tried to eat the shrimp head?
Yeah. Why did you do that?
I can still see the eye looking at me.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I could do it.
It's so gross.
I'll try again next time.
I mean, it's gross to me, but.
I'll try again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, even Elijah's like, I never heard of such thing with shrimp and grits. Elijah's interested also in this shrimp and grits thing.
Yeah. Yeah, we should.
Do you think shrimp and grits would make it here if we opened a store?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
Because I don't think, I think, the Korean palate, they would just be like, what is this?
What
we
are grits?
We have juk.
Oh yeah. Well, what are grits?
They're, I guess, what you call, hominy or something like that?
Hominy?
Like some sort of,
No, I thought you eat... I've heard of hominy and grits.
Uh-huh. I don't know.
What is it? What are grits? Is it a grain? Is it a vegetable?
It's not a vegetable. I typically eat the white grits, the seasoned, or not seasoned, but the, I guess they're bleached. But I know there's,
Bleached?
yeah, you bleach the bread. Kind of similar. Not like Clorox.
What are you doing,
That would be a
though?
problem.
What are you doing?
I don't know. Look, I don't know. I just know I like
You're
it.
You're the grits expert here. Master of grits.
Yeah. Yeah, Sci-Fi George, yeah, the cocktail shrimp. That's what you were thinking about.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. I dedicated this to y'all, Luther Vandross, and Gregory Hines' Vivo music video, Nothing Better Than Love. Okay, yeah. We'll check it out.
Woo, I love me some Luther.
Yeah. They'd be confused. Oh, talking about Koreans with shrimp and grits.
Yeah, I
mean, they'd probably react how I'm reacting right now.
I mean, so I think it would have to be in a place where, like, it would just have to be an Itaewon. There's no other place, and I don't even know if it would be, like, successful there.
I mean, it might.
It might, but I wouldn't bank on it.
Can you imagine just opening a shrimp and grits shop in Itaewon?
That's so random. Yeah.
That's funny. But you know what? I don't think it would be that expensive to run it. If all you're selling is shrimp and grits.
I guess so. Depends on how much you're charging. Charging like $15 for a plate.
Yeah. And you could call it Grimp. You couldn't say it the other way around.
Alright, so how about you and Jonathan, my nephew, work on a new business plan?
Oh yeah, our new business.
I'll figure that out.
Okay. We'll promote it on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yeah, the cocktail shrimp, of course. Corn grits. Made out of corn. Okay, similar to polenta. Alright, that helps me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on past grits.
Yeah. Let's talk about abalone juk. Yeah. Juk it's like rice porridge here in Korea. Far different than grits. Like taste, consistency.
That's why.
But it looks, I don't know, the closest thing I could compare grits to here in Korea would be like
Juk.
yeah.
Yeah.
But totally different taste.
Yeah. Is there anything else that you wanted to share with the good people?
The good people?
We did want to keep this live stream shorter than our other ones.
Yeah. I don't know. I think we've got actually I've
some videos lined up.
Yeah, so now that I'm back in edit mode, we actually filmed an apartment tour video of this apartment months ago. So I'm editing that now. So I'll release an apartment tour video just because, you know, it'd be nice to show what our style apartment looks like. So we're going to release that very soon. And then we have another video planned that we shot months and months ago.
Yeah.
So we're going to put that together.
On a trip that we did.
Right.
Right.
So outside of that, we're thinking about some of the content that we want to post this year. So we're going to be posting a little bit less of our like talking head stuff. And we're going to be starting to post more like our creative work, because the thing that we want to get into, or the I guess the trajectory that we are heading just together creatively is more like storytelling and showing, I don't know, just creating stories about not only people but just even narrative stuff, and doing that in a way that still embodies what this channel is about or who we are. So, you know, I think creatively we want to take a lot of our videos.
Upping the quality.
Right.
As in story quality, right? Because I think what we would like to do is create things that are lasting, as opposed to just like, guys, check this out, look at that, wasn't that funny, isn't this interesting? All of those things have value too, of course, but we would like to put some deeper meaning, and of course it takes time to create those kind of things. And so if the content comes out at a slower pace, right, than prior what we had done, that's because we want to give something of greater meaning and put our hearts more into it.
Right. You know, our desire is to get into narrative filmmaking and also documentary filmmaking. And we're going to start really this year doing that and start implementing just our ideas and, you know, trying new things. So we realize that not everyone who, I think you guys who are on the stream are different, obviously. We appreciate you being here and that you support us. But I think a lot of people who have subscribed to the channel in the past, you know, they signed up for different reasons. They subscribe for different reasons. And so to
see some person become an English teacher in Korea, right? And you have obviously veered off that path.
Right. So we're just gonna be shifting just the focus to what we want to do as a couple creatively, and we think that it'll still be of value to a majority, hopefully, of the subscribers that are here. And if it's not, that's cool. You know what I mean?
Like, we don't like this at all.
And that's fine.
And that's all right.
But this is where we're going because we want to be able to eventually, on a bigger scale, share our stories and our creative works. Yeah, and then eventually get into the film festival circuit, maybe create a short film and feature film eventually. So, yeah, if you guys are down for the ride, yeah, keep supporting us, keep watching. But that is where we are heading. So we won't be uploading like every week per se. But yeah, we'll keep you guys posted on it, and then we'll just keep live streaming because we like hanging out with you guys.
Yeah.
And taking your questions. So
Yeah.
that's essentially what's in the works for 2022. More info to come. But yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Good.
Let's see. Happy New Year's into Snyday. Maybe that's the pronunciation. Into Snyday.
Wait, where is that?
Into Snyday.
Oh.
Happy New Year. Do you guys have any New Year resolutions? Oh, I guess those are what we were saying, right?
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah. Our creativity expansion.
I don't know if you.
My health and fitness, along with me and billions of other people on this planet. But I would really like to. And you can see my resolve. Obviously, I'm stiffening my spine. And, you know, just a continuation of reading and writing. I think at the beginning of the year, I feel like we put this huge pressure on ourselves, like, I'm gonna make this New Year resolution and and I think that's more detrimental than motivating because it's very hard to just switch yourself. Just because a new year has switched doesn't mean your mindset and discipline switches, right? So I think when we do that to ourselves and then come around January or February when we didn't keep it to the expectation that we built, then it's more crushing as opposed to like little over a long period of time.
Right.
So I'm trying to steer away from the New Year's resolution, but that might be just my excuse to say I'm weak. So take that as you will.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very goal driven anyway.
Yeah,
So you know, throughout the year, I always set goals relevant to whatever it is that I'm setting it for.
Yeah.
So I think this year, usually I do have a couple of high level goals that I want to accomplish in the year, but this year I didn't really even bother to think about that. And no particular reason. It's just, again, it was just the last quarter of last year was just so busy I didn't even like think about it. And we were visiting family. So, but yeah, the goals that we have that we just mentioned are some of the main things, and also to continue on with creating the content for the different channels and avenues that we're involved in, and just making it happen.
Mr. Percy's, hello, Happy New Year's. Great to see you two back. I'm very moved by the support people have shared.
For sure.
I think it's very easy on one side to feel almost like, well, we haven't been present, we haven't been pushing out content, and for us it's very easy to feel almost discouraged and just be like, gosh, people, I mean, why would anybody want to, you know, stick around to see our things when we haven't pushed any content out? So when you guys are so supportive, it's so encouraging and just gives such a great boost in our hearts.
Yeah, very well said.
We really appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, so we'll be pretty much wrapping up this stream, but just looking at some of y'all's like comments of support, yeah, it means a lot. Glad that you guys will be here for the journey. We don't really know what it's gonna look like, but we know it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be, you know, well worth it. So thank you for support and sticking around.
I'll be there. That's what they're all saying here.
For sure.
Solar plans, Emily. Maybe go visit my Harmony. We're gonna see how things are. And also, this is my eco-friendly, recyclable, plastic-free water bottle that I looked up specifically for you and me. Hydrocell.
They're great.
Would you guys be up for doing any film cinematography classes?
Oh, I would love to.
You talk about that all the
I would
time.
love to.
It would be so great, but
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for the right audience, 100%.
For the right
And
audience.
as we're like working together and practicing and honing our skills, would love for us to just collectively share what we learn in the right context. So, yeah, would be totally down for that. Just don't know what it would look like, but we'll consider. I'm sure as we do more stuff. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
Yeah, so just stick around and
you could
we'll see
teach
what happens.
cinematography, and I'll teach juggling.
Right, because they're very related.
Very related.
Yeah.
And equally valuable.
So yeah, just be on the lookout for the stuff that we post this year. Hopefully it'll be very good.
Hope
Like
it's not
the
trash.
the
That's like
confidence.
yeah, the confidence level. It's the lowest bar you can set for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks so much, you guys.
Yeah.
We really appreciate the support. It's great to get connected. And I guess you guys, if you have Instagram, are probably following us there. If not, we do a lot more frequent updates on Instagram than we have on YouTube. So that's also a good way to kind of track what's going on. And also sometimes the live streams, like even if we schedule it, we're notoriously bad at live streams. So it doesn't even show that we're gonna start. But we post on Instagram ahead of time, so that's another way to get notifications. Yeah.
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 Well, I guess that's it.
I guess that's it. So thanks so much, guys, for tuning in. And Sci-Fi George, I'll consider it the juggling channel.
On that note, we'll see you guys very, very soon. Be safe out there. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.